Good morning, everybody. What's going on? I hope everybody's doing well. But as I approach the day and on my way to work and just some things going through my mind, I wanted to talk to you guys. You know, as the world get more and more crazier, you're going to have to be more strategic on how you move. Yeah. All this trying to have 50 million friends and all these people around you trying to impress, trying to do the most, you're going to have to get in an isolation place. You're going to have to be by yourself. Because the truth of the matter, where God is taking you, if you believe in God, it's going to cause for some isolation. It's going to cause for you to move away from many people. I don't care if they're friends, family, whomever. And it's going to cause you to take some serious inventory as to why these people are around you. Are they users? Are they energy vampires, if you will? Meaning, when you're around them, do you feel better? Or when you leave them, you feel like somebody just knocked you out in a ring? You're going to have to take some inventory, because what's going on right now, everybody can't go with you. You can't carry the heavy weights of a bunch of people all around you. Because the truth of the matter is, most of the people that are around you, they don't even like you for real. They don't really care about you. They only care about what you can do for them. Whether it's financial, whether it's wisdom, spiritual gain, material things, whatever the case may be, your style, whatever, how you move in business, whatever the case may be. A lot of people are not around you because they really mess with you for real. Hence why most of the time when you're not in the room, you're always talked about. Your name is always in somebody's mouth. Hence why on social media, people don't like your pics. They don't have a good comment. They just watch and lurk and look. They call that monitoring spirits. They just watch. Yeah. They not really invested in your life. They're invested watching and comparing and contrasting and taking what they can take from what they see. But they're not there to really invest in you. And so you're going to have to really be cognizant on whom you have around you. And that's even in business. That's in whether you're working 9 to 5 or whatever the case may be. You're going to have to take some inventory even for your employer. Yeah, you do. Long gone are the days to just be around, get along. Oh, I got tenure. I put 25 years in. No. If they're not helping you elevate and you're still playing the background and they elevating and moving everyone else around you and they don't have any ways to help you get to the next level, or everything that you bring up kind of just falls on deaf ears, you're going to have to move around. You're going to have to step back. Because I'm finding that a lot of people just want to get along to be along. You know? And this is why we waste a lot of time. We lose a lot of money. We lose our sanity. We lose ourselves. We lose so much because we're so dug in with time, what we put in, how many years have gone by, and all of that. Meanwhile, you're not getting anything out of the situation. So in this season, you're going to have to be really mindful and take very good inventory on what's around you and what you're doing, what you're investing in, and all of that. It's real crucial. Because the truth of the matter is, you are who you hang around with. If you hang around a gossiper, you're a gossiper. If you're hanging around a broke person, you're broke. If you're around lazy people, you're lazy. You know the saying. If you're around 5 lazy people, you're going to become a lazy person. If you hang around millionaires, you'll become a millionaire. If you're spiritual and you living right and you walk in the right path, you'll become that person. You know the saying, one bad apple spoils the bunch. It's real. Your life can be turned upside down just based upon whom you're hanging around. That is a thing. I've seen it in people's lives. in my own life at some point. Your life could go very well, and depending upon whom you link up with, your life can turn for the worse. Oh yes, it's very true. You know, there's a pastor that says, Pastor Jennings, he said, you need to be careful on what comes with them. We get so busy looking on the outside of a person, you don't even know what's in them and what's attached to them. But you linking up with people because you don't know your self-worth. You just linking up to link up. Trauma bonding and all that type of weird type stuff. Or because you went to the same school and all this other, you're in the same profession, all this nonsense. But you don't get to the meat of a person to see what they're really about. Excuse me, guys. But next thing you know, your life is just in disarray, and you don't understand why. I was watching a video on social media. There was a pastor that talked about there was a married couple whom had a couple come over. Matter of fact, it was a married couple. This is the story. They brought a chair. It was an estate sale. Real nice chair, almost brand new. And they brought it into their home. Now you can say this is a bizarre, but it's true. Everything is linked up. Whether it's a person, it's a material thing, an object, whatever the case may be. Things carry entities with them. So anyway, the case in point, this was a nice, beautiful marriage, beautiful couple who barely argued. And so they, all of a sudden, after they bought this chair and brought it to their home, they started arguing and over any and everything. I mean, their marriage almost went upside down to the point that they almost dang on there looked like they wanted a divorce. And they went to the pastor and they was going to marriage counseling, if you will. And the pastor, being so wise as he is, he said, have you had any new people in your home or anything new happen around your home? You bring anything new? And the family went on to say, oh, I brought a new couch. The pastor's like, oh, okay. Oh, is that so? When did you get this sofa? When did you get this couch? Oh, we got it such and such. Oh, now when you brought that in, did you start arguing shortly thereafter? Yes. Prior to the couch, how was your marriage? Oh, everything was great. We barely argued at all. So the pastor was like, get rid of the couch. So they was like, we really like it. It's new. It's beautiful. What do you mean? Pastor said, so what? I think you need to get a new couch. I think you need to get a different color. That one doesn't work. You need to get a new one. And guess what? They listened. They went and got a new couch. Got that new one out of their house. And guess what? The arguing and the bickering stopped. It's a thing. It's true. You got to be careful what and whom you bring around you, whether it be an object, whatever the case may be. You could go purchase a home that somebody else lived in, and now whatever's in that home takes over your home. You know, it's symbolism and things. People may pass things off along to you and say, you know, this was a family heirloom or whatever the case may be, and, you know, it brought joy and happiness to our lives. If it could bring joy and happiness to your lives, what makes you think there's something with a negative connotation to it, energy, could bring something negative to your life? It's the same thing going in a toxic environment. You have to be mindful in this season whom and what you are around and what you bring around your life, because it could be the difference in life or death. And it's not that, oh, are we talking about you're going to be 6 feet under? We're talking about how your life go. That's why I'm so particular about my peace and whom I bring around. I'm so secure, and I'm so grateful to God that I'm so secure in myself that I'm not itching for attention. I'm not itching to be part of the crowd. I'm not itching to get validation and all those weird things. Because when you move in that manner, you partake and be part of things that it's going to end up leading to your demise. It's true. You need to be mindful. Your peace is everything. And what you're doing and where you're going in the next season of your life, you're going to have to keep that close to your chest. You can't share your dreams and aspirations with people, everybody. If that character hasn't been tried and true, you need to keep it to your chest. You know the saying goes, sometimes you share your dreams and aspirations with people and you wonder why things just fall apart. It's based upon whom you brought it to, who you discussed it with. Everybody that smile in your face is not for your better good. I don't care if they family, friends, a co-worker, a man, I don't care who. And people can say, oh, you too secretive. But if you notice, secrecy, God even talks about that. A fool speaks his whole mind. Yeah, you gotta just shut up. But see, the problem is everybody's always seeking validation. They always want to get a pat on the back. They want somebody to say, oh man, I wish that was in your shoes. Oh, wow. Because people always want to make people jealous and make somebody feel less than because based on where they are. This is why so many people go after certain accolades and things just so they can brag and get in the room and say, oh, I did this. Not because they really want to do it. This is why people work at certain institutions and all this other weirdness. Meanwhile, they're miserable. They're unhappy. But they just want to walk around and say, well, listen, I work here. I do this. I've been here for 20 years. Meanwhile, those 20 years have been nothing but mayhem, if you will. You got to get so dogmatic and so tenacious and so confident in who you are that you're not itching for attention. You're not itching for somebody to pat you on the back and say, job well done. Because the truth of the matter is, most of your wins, you're going to win them solo dolo. Outside of a spouse, God, maybe a mom, dad, maybe a child, whatever. We get in a time that you can't even depend on those type folk because your own can't hating on you. Hate where you are. Or they want to suck you dry to the point that your success is almost like it's not even existent because they done sucked you dry. You have to get to a point that you're okay with standing alone. You're not itching to be part of the crowd. You're going to have to be okay with being talked about, lied on, stories made up, people just coming up with whatever because they can't put you in a box. They can't figure you out. They can't dissect your every move, what you're doing, your next move, everything you're doing in your life. They can't run it all down. And can I tell you another fun fact? Most of the things that you running down, telling other people, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, they're telling somebody else. They're telling strangers your business. How crazy is that? Folks are telling people how big your home is, the pool you got in the ground, what business you got going on, the location of it. They don't even know if that's your arch nemesis that they sharing your life story with. Good, bad, or indifferent, but they running their mouth about it. I hear it all the time. I be blown away. People sitting with random people telling all someone's business. I mean, everything. See, the difference between me, you could tell me your whole life story and it won't go anywhere besides our four ears. And I mean you and me. I'm not telling a soul. You can trust me with anything. I will not ever tell somebody else. Because you entrusted that in me. I'm not going to go tell somebody else what you just told me. Good, bad, or indifferent. That's not someone's business. The audacity. It's really that bad out here. You may not see somebody for 20 years and then they run into somebody, you run into them, you tell them something, and then they'll run into somebody that you may not even see for 20 years. And they'll run your entire itinerary down. Everything you got going on. How do you do that? Well, how says it? Oh, yeah, I don't know. You have to ask them. People have a problem telling other people. You have to ask them when you see them. I'm not privy to tell that person's business. But people do it all day. Oh, this happened. Oh, and like, what? That's why you got to be mindful of what you're sharing with people. Because they always telling somebody else. You would say, well, that's not, hey, no. You wonder why stuff coming to its demise and stuff turning upside down overnight and, you know what I mean? People, you getting setting traps and people doing setting traps behind your back and doing all type of weirdo stuff. Your money getting all messed up, all type of weird stuff because you ran your mouth. How could you be at such a big age running your mouth telling everything about yourself? Everything? Because people want to brag and stun on people. People don't know a lot about me. A lot. And I mean a lot of good stuff that your average person would brag about it. I'm not telling you anything. I'm done. That stage of my life been over. I don't care to show you pictures that I was in Bora Bora. I'm done with that. Somebody posted something on Facebook and they was like, I don't post when I'm on vacation. Not only just for safety reasons, but the people giving you the evil eye and all that, and now your trip is in disarray because people mad and hateful. Y'all, it's a real thing. Read your Bible. Read it. It's all in there. Running your mouth. You have to shut your mouth. Because people don't forget anything. They bring it up at all times. It'll be 15 years later, they bringing it up. Oh, I remember when. Oh, let me tell you this. Shut your mouth. Yeah. Stop telling people everything. It's not secretive. It's your business. It's not their business. So everybody don't need to know everything about what's going on with you. They don't need to know you got a boat in your backyard and you go down to the shore every weekend. For what? Stop telling people everything about you. People can't destroy what they don't know. That's it. That's all. That's my rant for the day. Stop telling all your business. Stop trying to have everybody in your circle. If you get one good friend in this lifetime, you won. You got a lot of you all got a lot of enemies in your camp. And people just eating it up, eating all the information up. They don't really mess with you for real. Better wake up, because it's going to lead you to your demise if you don't. But look up some of my other videos. There's plenty where that came from. All right? To the next video, you all live on purpose. Take care. Bye.